This looks like an Apple store on steroids. This area of Akihabara is also noted for the so-called manga. That is the famous Japanese comics. Floor upon floor of mangas. I'm at Akihabara metro station in Tokyo. I'm here because Electric City, a place where all the electronics are sold, is supposed to be near here. Let's go find it. If nothing else, I've found the smoking section. Japanese society is very orderly and they will comply and smoke only in smoking sections. Huge ashtray and ventilator in the middle of it. There's a lot more in this Akihabara area than I first expected. At first I found practically nothing. Then the kids got me in the right direction, and it's not bad. Thank you. Thank you very much for your help, guys. And who are you?
I'm Yoma Yamashita.
Okay, and you?
I'm Fujita Haruka.
Okay, and you?
I'm Kaoru Minami.
That's very nice. And you?
I'm Maika Nagai.
All right, and you?
I'm Natsuki Watanabe.
And you?
Tsumugi Umehara.
Okay, and next year you're going to be in high school, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Congratulations. Thank you. Welcome to Akiba. This mega store I was in of 9 floors where they're not that keen on having pictures taken, which is totally understandable, was Yodobashi Akiba. This looks like an Apple store on steroids. Normally you would only see this type of a crowd in an Apple store, but here, as far as the eye can see, electronics, 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 even Macintosh. That's amazing. So is this the world's largest electronics store with its 9 floors of packed electronics? Possibly. Outside of Yodobashi Akiba, some more example of this fascination with video games. Here's a guy who can barely see his video game in the sun between the face mask. Incredible. The Japanese are also very passionate from what I see about slot machines, arcade machines. They're all packed, busy like crazy. Floors and floors of it. And here, yeah, this is what I was looking for. The Sega store, where they have the so-called toilet, spelled T-O-Y-L-E-T, game where you can compete. Who can piss the hardest, I understand. I'll have to go check it out. This is crazy. Why am I doing this? And on this building, I see something that reminds me that all this video game craze, I think, was more or less started with Pac-Man. Wasn't that a long time ago? The other thing that's big in Akiba, that's the section of Tokyo. As a matter of fact, it's popular everywhere in Tokyo and throughout Japan. They're the ones that introduced the world to karaoke at the Big Echo. Barb would love this. She loves karaoke. Too bad you're not here, Barb. You could sing at the birthplace of karaoke. Sing your heart out. Hey, big spender. What's the rest of it? I forgot. This area of Akihabara is also noted for the so-called manga. That is the famous Japanese comics that apparently cover all possible topics for people from every age and interest group. I see it all the time in stores. Men, businessmen, standing around looking at comics. Half the time they're erotic of nature, but half the time they're not. I guess that's what half mean. Standing there and checking out the mangas, the comic books, is part of the deal here in Japan. They do that endlessly. There's no limit as to how long you can stand there and do this. In my search for manga, the Japanese comic books, and the anime, the kids led me here to Shosen Book Tower. In the window of Shosen Book Tower, I see what I'm looking for, the so-called manga, or Japanese comics, that apparently cover all facets of life and are definitely not just for children. Endless mangas of all topics and varieties. Here's some kick-ass mangas. Floor upon floor of mangas. This floor is not anime, but just plain old porn magazines. Along with the mangas are the famous animes. Store upon store selling this stuff. The Japanese fascination with this and this. the Mangas culture, and I look at this, there's a certain similarity. All right, let's leave it at that. I guess if I understood the girl correctly, these are bars where the girls are dressed like this, and I don't know what else happens, but they're all over the place. Like I just said, this is a look that a lot of Japanese girls strive for. There's a story there, but more of this genre of entertainment in Japan. And there's one in real life. This is a look that a lot of Japanese girls strive for. This is what you see in the street. There's a whole tower just built around this phenomena. Bye. The kids dropped back a second time and brought me a bus map or a metro map to show me where Jimbocho is. That's really nice. Nice touch. And I now leave the world of Mangas to seek out the world of second-hand books in Jimbocho over here. For an afternoon snack of coffee and some little pastry, there's always Family Mart. Geez, the Japanese are so polite, they bow as they go by, so they're not in your picture. So something from the boulanger and then a coffee. And if you're really interested in a hot dog cafe, this one looks good. Who wouldn't want to eat here? A hot dog cafe. Boy, it looks interesting on the inside. Smoking is okay. Hey, that's wonderful. Looks really cool. Few cars. Lots of people. That's the story of Tokyo. And one last look at the world of mangas and anime.